GCSE Chemistry. Welcome. Are you excited for a fun learning session? Make sure you have your book and a pen before we start. Today you will learn about cracking. Cracking hydrocarbons. An alkene is a hydrocarbon in which there are one or more double bonds between the carbon atoms. An alkene has a double bond between two carbon atoms. Saturated, a molecule that contains only single bonds between the carbon atoms in a chain. Unsaturated, a molecule that contains one or more double bonds between the carbon atoms in a chain. Cracking is the chemical reaction in which large alkane molecules are split into two or more smaller alkanes and alkenes. The supply of certain hydrocarbons does not always meet the demand, while the supply for other exceeds the demand for that fraction. This graph shows the supply and demand of the different hydrocarbon fractions. The demand for gases, petrol, kerosene and diesel is high, but the supply of these fractions is low. However, the demand for fuel oil and bitumen is low, but the supply is high. To meet supply needs, longer alkenes from the excess of fuel oil and bitumen fractions are cracked. Cracking produces a shorter hydrocarbon that is saturated, has no double bonds equals an alkane, and an unsaturated hydrocarbon has a double bond that can be broken equals an alkene. Large crude oil fractions are heated until they evaporate. The vaporized fraction is passed over an aluminium oxide catalyst at 650. The large hydrocarbons split into a smaller alkane and an alkene. A catalyst is a substance that speeds up the rate of a reaction without being used up. When cracking octane, the products are hexane and ethene. An alkane and an alkane are produced. There are advantages and disadvantages to the different fuels for cars. The advantages of petrol is that it is a liquid at room temperature. Easy to store, ignited easily. Releases lots of energy. And disadvantage of petrol is that carbon dioxide is formed when petrol is burned. This contributes to global warming. The advantages of hydrogen are that it is a byproduct of cracking and can be made by reacting methane with steam. Easily ignited. Releases a lot energy. When burned only produces water. The disadvantages of hydrogen are that it is gas at room temperature. Hard to store unless under high pressure.